Okay, Alderwoman.
We're rolling now?
Yep.
Okay. Today is Friday, April 17th. We recessed the meeting of the Engrossment Rules Resolution and Credentials Committee meeting yesterday to be resumed today at 11 a.m. We started a little late, but I think we should be able to get through it. We're going to start right in with the agenda. Since we're resuming a meeting, we don't have to do roll call, or we don't have to do approval of the minutes. And the first board bill I have up for consideration is Board Bill 123, which is a board bill introduced by Alderman Joseph Vollmer. The board bill seeks to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for the 5476 Dempsey Avenue and 5027 Daggett Avenue redevelopment area. The board bill will allow a 5-year tax abatement at 40%. So I've already gone through all of these. And so I'll start with Alderwoman Howard. Did you find any problems with this board bill?
I found everything in order.
Okay. Alderwoman Green?
Didn't find any issues with the bill. I will just say that both of these houses were redeveloped and sold in December. So it seems a little ridiculous that this is coming through the board now, but we're not here for content. We're just here for.
Are you telling me they already have been done?
Yes, they've already been done.
They may have a little problem with this bill because you're supposed to do that before, not after. So that'll be somebody's challenge. If somebody wants to challenge this, they'll have a problem. I did have, I want them to do an order of exhibit pages. The exhibit page for the one that I had was in the middle someplace. I'm sorry.
The original date,
Alderwoman.
October 4th, the original date. So I don't know when they, So
I moved the exhibit page up, but everything was in there. But I wanted us to have a certain order so we can go to that exhibit page and look for everything. And the fiscal impact of tax abatement, which Alderwoman Howard talked to someone, they're going to have that attached. So that wasn't here.
It is here.
It's on the very last page.
Oh,
it was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's there. I can't read my writing. It's not listed. So if we're going to have it, I want them to add that as a listing so we know to look for it, is what I'm saying, okay? On the page. I'm not going to ask for this time, but I just made note so that when we go and look at that exhibit page, we should also have this as a exhibit or attachment 1 so that we know that it's supposed to be attached.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't have a problem with anything. And if no one has a problem, I'd entertain a motion. We're going to have to use previous role until Alderman Todd can get on. If no one has a problem, I'd entertain a motion for Board Bill 123 to be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous role. Any objection to previous role? Hearing none, Board Bill 123 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Okay, the next one I have here is 2 with Alderman Kotar. And the first one is Board Bill 203. And he had everything attached. The only thing he didn't have was the impact statement. And Mr. Wilson sent me over some impact statements. I don't know if this was one of them, but I think he also sent them to the secretary after you spoke with him, Carol.
I thought this one had the impact. Let me look, check to be sure.
Mine, the one I have a printed out one. It doesn't have it.
It does have it. Financial
Then he must
impact.
have added.
No,
I'm sorry, no, the tax abatement. No, the tax abatement impact. The one about how it affects the jurisdiction.
It's there. It just looks a little bit different. It looks different.
It's on the very last page.
It's on the very
You're talking about this graph is supposed to be it?
That side, yes. It's
Page
the same,
3?
it's just different format.
Yeah, that says page 3 on it.
Okay. Mr. Todd, Alderman Todd, are you dialed in now?
Yes, I am, Alderwoman Chair.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm just fine, Alderwoman Chair Alderwoman. How are you today, and how the other Alderwomen doing?
We're just
All right.
fine. We just did one board bill. We kind of waited on you, but we did Alderman Bolmer's board bill, which was board bill number 123. And we're now looking at board bill number 203, sponsored by Alderman Jack Coder.
Okay, then. Thank you. I'm looking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And this is a board bill to seek a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for 300 North Tucker Boulevard redevelopment area. The board bill will allow 300 North Tucker to have 10 years of tax abatement based on 75% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements. The project consists of the renovation of a partially occupied existing 8-story office building in the downtown neighborhood. The prospective developer plans on converting 4 floors of the building into 44 apartments and renovating the office space. The approximate cost of the project is $9,500,000. And I had gone through it, Alderman, and so I didn't find anything missing. I thought the impact statement was missing, but they tell me that this is the financial impact statement on the back page. You have paper just as I do, and so I'll give you a minute to look at it. Or Alderwoman Howard, do you have any questions about this board bill?
I have none. I find everything in order.
Alderwoman Green, do you have anything? And Alderman Todd, I'll give you a minute.
I looked at it and went over it last night too, and went over it again this morning. I don't see any problem with it.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to pass out Board Bill 203 with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 203 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. The next one I have is Alderman Kotar is Board Bill 205. Okay, and the thing that I did find missing here, and maybe you find it, was the exhibit page. Do you all have that list, what the exhibits are?
Yeah, I do.
You have it?
Exhibit page, yes, A through G.
Well, it's okay, long as it's on so you're getting yours from the Google Drive, so that's good.
Right.
So it's not in this printout. I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it's on mine too.
Okay.
Okay, it's not in the printout. That's what I did. And now that I know what the impact statement, I see that's here. So those were the only two things. So long as it's on the Google Drive, we're good, because that's what they should be printing out, the green copy. Alderman Todd, you have any problems?
No, I do not have any problems, Chairwoman.
Okay, in that case, I'll entertain a motion for Board Bill 205 to be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objection? Hearing none, Board Bill 205 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Okay. Now, the next one I have is Alderwoman Shameen Clark, Board Bill 209.
Okay. And I think that's one of them that didn't have the financial impact, but they mailed that email to us. And I think that, I don't know if it's been included, or I guess the clerk would include it upon for the final submission.
Okay, Madam Clerk, it's missing what's called a financial impact on tax abatements for the other jurisdictions. And that needs to be, Mr. Wilson emailed me, so if he didn't CC you, I'll send them to you, okay?
I think they went to, I included everybody. I don't know, I think on his response, he included the clerk and Sharita.
Madam Clerk, did you, can you hear me? Did you get it, or are you looking at it now?
For now, I believe I received it. Yes, Zach sent the email for Board Bills 197, 201, 204, and 209. So this is
okay. Great. Okay, Alderwoman Howard, do you have any other problems?
No, as long as that's printed and included, we're fine. So
that's what I had missing. Alderwoman Green.
I'm fine.
Alderman Todd.
No problem.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion, Board Bill 209 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 209 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. The next one I have here is Sarah Martin at 204. Board Bill 204. This is also Board Bill seeking to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for 6924 Idaho. The Board Bill will allow up to a 10-year tax abatement based on 95% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements. This area includes an unoccupied residential property to be rehabilitated. Alderwoman Howard, did you have any problems with this bill?
The financial impact statement was sent to Sharita, so that's the only thing that I found out of order or not included.
Alderwoman Green?
I'm good.
Alderman Todd?
I don't see any problem.
Okay, hearing no problems, I'll entertain a motion that Board Bill 204 be passed out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 204 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. The next one is also Sarah Martin's bill. It's Board Bill 212. It's an ordinance recommended by the Planning Commission on February 3rd to change the zoning of property as indicated on the district map and in City Block 3209 from B, two-family dwelling district, to the E, multifamily dwelling district at 8201 and 8221 Minnesota Avenue, including a legal description of land in City Block 3209 and containing an emergency clause. Alderwoman Howard, do you have any problems with this?
I have none.
Alderwoman Green?
Nope, none.
Alderman Todd?
I don't have any problems.
I do have one on page 1 of 2, line 9. Exhibit A needs to be bolded.
Alderwoman, can you repeat that for me?
Page 1, line 9. Exhibit A should be bolded.
Okay. Is everybody still there?
Yep.
Yeah, she's writing. I was just letting her finish writing.
Oh, I'm just,
You got it, Madam Clerk?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Any other problems or objections?
No.
Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion for Board Bill 212 to pass out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 212 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Okay, we got Alderman Joe Rody, who has 3 bills. The first one is that I have is Board Bill 162. And
You don't have
and this is board. I just they came and the way I got them is the way I'm doing them. Okay,
That's
the board
fine.
bill seeks to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for the 4565 through 4591 McCree Avenue redevelopment area. The board bill will allow 4565 and 4565R McCree Avenue to have 10 years of tax abatement based on 50% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements, and that 4591 McCree to have 10-year tax abatement based on 90% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements. The project consists of 2 industrial buildings in the Forest Park Southeast neighborhood. The prospective developers proposes demolishing 1 building and constructing an entertainment venue at 4591 McCree Avenue. The developer also plans on renovating the building at 4565 McCree Avenue for offices and bar restaurant space and using the vacant parcel at 4565R McCree Avenue for supportive uses. The acquisition cost for all 3 parcels is $3.7 million, and construction costs are estimated at $37 million for both projects. Alderwoman Howard, did you have any problems with this board bill?
No problems.
Because the tax abatement impact was the one that she said that she had, right?
Yeah, it's there.
Right. Sharita, is that one of the ones you got for 162? I can remember.
No, it was there from the beginning.
It is?
Yeah,
It's not one of the
last
ones. Let me-
page.
Second page?
Last page, very last page.
Okay. I'm gonna have these be done in some kind of way that, and plus it's too small, but okay. Yes, it is there. Alderwoman Green, you have any questions?
No,
Alderman Todd?
I don't have any questions.
Seeing there are no problems or questions, I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 162 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
second,
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 162 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. The next one I have is 118. Okay. Let's see, and that's a board bill by Alderman Joseph Rhodey. The board seeks to approve a Chapter 99 redevelopment plan and blighting study for 3974 Sarpy Avenue redevelopment area. The board bill allows for a 10-year abatement at 90%. Okay, Alderwoman Howard.
The only issue I have is the summary is the last page on this, the way it's put into the web version. So if they can fix that, I think it would be good. Other than, Sharita, can you change the order of that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Okay.
Do you
I'm good.
have you all have a listing of the exhibits?
Yeah, I have the listing of the exhibits, but the description of the bill is the last page on the web
Okay,
version.
yes, it was. Right. Okay, so yes, we have the exhibit. The summary was on the last page. We have an impact. And that would make the fiscal, okay, we have the fiscal notes.
Right.
Alderwoman Green, you have any questions or concerns?
nope,
Alderman Todd?
I don't have any questions.
Hearing no concerns or further concerns or questions, I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 118 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 118 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Okay, Board Bill 214. So this is a new one for me. This is an ordinance by Alderman Rhodey, recommended by the Planning Commission on February 3rd, 2020, to change the zoning property as indicated in the district map and in City Block 3981 from NG2, Neighborhood General Type 2, to NC2, Neighborhood Center Type 2, in the Forest Park Southeast Form-Based District at 4478 and 4484 Vista Avenue, including a legal description of the land in City Block 3981 and containing an emergency clause. So has any of the committee done a form-based, any kind of form-based board bills before?
This is the only place in this doing it. I've kind of pursued it on my graboid, but I haven't, no, we haven't. So this is,
So basically I can see it's just really changing the zoning of one neighborhood from one type to another. Alderwoman Howard, do you have any questions about this board bill?
oh, I understand what they do. I mean, and it really puts in some, I guess, sort of like the historic districts, that they comply with the look of the district. I think it's, cosmetic as well as preserves the property values. So But anyway, yeah, no, I'm fine with it.
Alderwoman Green,
Oh, I'm good.
Alderman Todd.
I don't see any problems.
Hearing no questions or concerns, I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 214 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objection to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 214 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. We got 2 board bills left and we are finished. Board Bill 198, introduced by Alderwoman Sharon Tyus, had some problems. I wanted to thank the Alderwoman from the 14th. On page 6 of 20, well, let's start with the first one. They were corrected. On page, the first correction was page 4 of 20, sample, line 1, sample was spelled wrong. That was corrected. Page 6 of 20, where it says section 5, that should have said section 7. So by that being 7, everything from that forward would push forward 1. So section 7 became 8, section 9, all the way to the end. Instead of having 36 clauses, there became 37 clauses. That was the problem there. There was also 2 instances of therefore that was spelled incorrectly, and those were corrected. The first, one of them is at page 16 of 20, the first line. And I can't remember where the other one was, but when we did spell check, we found both of them.
Yeah.
And I have some maps that I sent to the staff to attach also.
And the new version is up here. Yay.
Oh, it is? Okay. Great. Okay. Alderwoman Howard, you have any other problems or concerns?
No, ma'am.
Alderwoman Green.
I'm good.
Alderman Todd.
I don't have any problems.
Hearing no further problems or questions, I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 198 be passed out, due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 198 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. And we're up to our very last one. I want to say, oh, I know I'm sorry. We have the, before I get to Heather's, we have several that had, of the board bills that were alley board bills. Board Bill 115, 220, 224, and 236. Madam Clerk, I got some emails yesterday about these bills. Did you get those emails too? Because I had asked for in all of these bills if there was a map, if there was a petition, did we know who owned? Was there any abutting owners to the property? Because these were all going to vacate the alley, and we don't allow anybody to vacate an alley unless all owners agree to that. So did you get any of that correspondence?
Give me a second, I'm checking. I think I did receive something.
I think I only saw for one board bill. I think I saw one for Alderman Coders, but I didn't, and I was doing other things. Board Bill 224, I know she specifically replied to me, but I didn't know if she sent them for the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm just showing Board Bill 224. Let me check and see. Alderwoman, I'm just showing she sent a petition for a board document for Board Bill 224.
Okay, so here's what I want to do if the committee agrees. They have the document someplace, so I don't know why she didn't produce but one of them. I'll propose that we pass them out, but I will not enroll them without the requested documents. They have to have them, they're supposed to have them anyway before they go before BPS. So if the committee doesn't have any problems, we actually have the document for 224. And so if the committee doesn't have any problems, I'd like to pass that one out and the other ones. And then I will not sign it or enroll it unless they provide the rest of the documents. Is there any problem with that?
I have a question now. Will they have to resubmit these in the next session? These will be dead? These board
No,
bills?
no, it's not. We can go ahead and gross them. That's what I'm saying. With that they have to attach the map, the petition and stuff, because they have to have it. That's what I'm saying. And then I won't sign the green copy until I make sure everything is on it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. We actually have everything for Board Bill 224. What about you, Alderwoman Green? I'm sorry. I can't hear you, Alderwoman Howard.
A situation where they had to start all over.
No,
You know.
no.
Oh,
That's why I want to go ahead and pass it out this time. And then I still have to always sign a green copy, which is the enrollment. And so that's kind of the final check where if it's not there, I won't sign.
Okay, sounds good.
What about you, Alderwoman Green?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Alderman Todd?
Yes, I think it's fair.
Okay, then we'll go through these alley bills. Board Bill 224 is a board bill passed by, sponsored by Alderman John Kotar of the 7th Ward. The bill proposes to vacate the alley in the City Block 18 bounded by Locust Street, 7th Street, 8th Street in accordance with the charter and condition upon compliance with Section 14 of Article 21 of the charter. And the proposed person who would be petitioners are 705 Olive LLC, Lashley and Bear and Morgan, 721 Olive LLC, 705 Olive LLC. Those are the petitioners to vacate this alley. We actually do have the map and everything. They did send this one over in an email to us. And so everything that we needed, which was the map, the petition of the alley owners, is actually, they have it and it will be included.
Okay.
Any problems with this board bill, Alderwoman Howard?
No, ma'am, I'm fine.
Alderwoman Green?
Nope, I'm good.
Alderman Todd?
I don't have any problem.
Okay, so I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 224 be passed out with a do-pass recommendation, and that we do that, stating that they have to include the map, the petition for the owners. Let's see. And it's also a waiver, part of the petition, there's a waiver of damages that's included with the petition, that has to be included with the board bill in the final engrossment.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll? Hearing none, 224 passed out with a due pass recommendation. I just have to say this to you, Alderman Todd. We have 2 women nominated as of yesterday for the Board of Aldermen. You do know that men become the minority in May if both these women win. Right now we are equal, but we will be 16 of 28. So that's going to be a momentous occasion. So it's hard for me to say Alderman now, Alderman Todd, because I want to say Alderwoman for everything.
You can always say Alderwoman to me. I don't have any problem.
Okay.
I don't have any problem with it. You know, so if you want to call me Alderwoman, that's fine.
No.
I will certainly answer, because the board has discriminated against women for hundreds of years by calling them alder men. So it's time for equality. It's the only way you get equality is to do the same thing to us. So you can start with me.
No, thank you. I appreciate that offer, but no, thank you. Right. Board Bill 235 is Alderwoman Lisa Middlebrook, and her board bill proposes to vacate the public street and alley, Tilly Avenue from Fredericks to Newby, and the 15-foot wide east-west alley in City Block 543 3-0 as bounded by Tilly, Fredericks, Baden, and Newby. The petitioner is MSD and says that MSD owns all the parcels. Again, we would need the map. We would need the petition from the people, and we need a waiver of responsibility, which they have someplace, and we will request them to send that over before we would finally engross it and enroll it. So with that, Alderwoman Howard, if you have any questions or further questions or concerns.
I have, thank you.
Alderwoman Green.
No questions.
Alderman Todd.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. I entertain a motion that Board Bill 235 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Any objections? Hearing none, Board Bill 236 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. 235, I'm sorry. Board Bill 236, introduced by Alderwoman Lisa Middlebrook, is to conditionally vacate the following public street: a portion of Gilmore Avenue between Union Pacific Railroad right-of-way and Schweitzer Avenue. The petitioner is Metropolitan St. Louis District. The vacated area will be used to reduce sewage backup on private property and street flooding. Same thing, we need the map, the petition, the waiver of damage, which we will request and attach to both the engrossed and then roll copies. Other than that, Alderwoman Howard, do you have any other further concerns or problems?
I have none.
Alderwoman Green,
No questions.
Alderman Todd.
I don't have any problems with it.
Entertain a motion that Board Bill 236 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Previous
Wait a minute, we're waiting for a second.
Second.
previous roll.
Objection to previous roll. Hearing none, Board Bill 236 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. The next one is Board Bill 115 by Alderman Sam Moore. Also an alley vacation. The overall purpose of this bill is to conditionally vacate the following public alleys. The following public alley. The northern 120 feet and 15-foot wide north-south alley in City Block 1880 is bounded by Cobrillion, Grand, Aldine, and Spring. The petitioner is True Grace Baptist Church. The vacated land will be used to consolidate property for building construction. True Grace Baptist Church is purported to be the owner of all the surrounding land. We will need a map, an owner's petition, and a waiver of damage attached to Board Bill 115. Alderwoman Howard, do you have any other problems with this board bill?
No.
Alderwoman Green?
No.
Alderman Todd?
No.
Hearing no other further problems, I'd entertain a motion that Board Bill 115 be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll. Hearing none, Board Bill 115 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Okay, last alley bill is Board Bill 220, sponsored by Alderwoman Shameen Clark Hubbard. The purpose of this bill is to conditionally vacate the following public alley: the 15-foot wide north-south alley in City Block 3874 West, beginning at Pershing and extending northwardly 176 plus or minus 6 feet to a point bordering the 20-foot wide east-west alley in City Block 3874 West, is bounded by Waterman, Clare, Pershing, and DeBolivar. The petitioners are Kilimanjaro V. LLC and Mills Pershing LLC. The vacated area will be used to consolidate property for commercial residential development. Again, we need map, petition for the alley, people who abut the alleys, and also inclusion of the waiver of damage. If we get that, then I would entertain a motion that, I'm sorry, Alderwoman Howard, do you have any other further problems with the board bill than the ones that we stated?
That's good. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Alderwoman Green?
Nothing further.
Alderman Todd?
I don't have any problems with it.
I'd entertain a motion that we pass out Board Bill 220 with the due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
Objections to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 220 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. And we're down to the very last one, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Board Bill 219, which is primary sponsor is Alderwoman Heather Navarro, but it's also co-sponsored by Alderman Jack Coder, Alderwoman Annie Rice, Alderman Dan Gunther, Alderwoman Megan Green, Alderwoman Christine Engrossments, and Alderman Brett Narayan. And it's an ordinance entitled Building Energy Performance Standards. And the purpose of this ordinance is to establish a energy performance standard for certain buildings in the city of St. Louis. The bill will require large commercial, multifamily, institutional, and municipal buildings to reduce energy use in order to meet an energy performance standard by May 2025, which will be reviewed and updated every 4 years. Performance standards will be set by the Building Energy Improvement Board and measured in the amount of energy used per square foot and the building and based on building type. The bill creates Building Energy Improvement Board with representation from the building industry, utilities, and building owners. The board's role is threefold: to oversee a rulemaking process that sets and updates performance standards, to advise, to oversee implementation of the ordinance, and to administer a process for creating alternative compliance methods for buildings unable to meet the required standards. The bill is thought to will have a positive impact with both economic growth and environmental impact. The building division work with the board, local utilities, and other partners and will provide as many resources as possible to assist building owners with compliance, including educational opportunity, continued one-on-one assistance with benchmarking and financial and other resources. Okay, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk.
This is Board Bill 219 as amended.
Yes.
Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, let me see here. Oh, yes, it is. The summary doesn't say as amended, but it is. Okay. I'm reading from the summary.
I'll make sure that as amended summary is on there.
Okay. Okay, Alderwoman Howard, did you have any questions or concerns?
I did not. I do not.
Alderwoman Green, this is your board bill. Yeah, I'm sure you have no questions or concerns, but I'll ask you anyway.
No questions.
Okay. And Alderman Todd, do you have any questions or concerns?
No, I do not.
Hearing no questions or concerns, I entertain a motion that Board Bill 219 as amended be passed out with a due pass recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
Alderwoman Green, do you want a second?
Yeah, I said second. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Previous
Alderman Todd. All right. All right. Any objections to previous roll? Hearing none, Board Bill 219 as amended is passed out with a due pass recommendation. If I haven't missed anything, that should be everything. You guys rock. I'm sorry.
One question.
Alderwoman Howard.
I have one. I didn't mark off 226. Did we get that?
Wait a minute. Let me make sure.
I didn't mark it. And it might be my oversight, but before we close off here, I want to make sure
we did that yesterday. Yeah.
I thought maybe I missed it, but I was like, it doesn't hurt to ask.
I know it doesn't. Yeah, we did those two. I tried to do people's board bills together as much as possible. Okay. Right. We did those two yesterday.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have something hanging out there.
Can you check just to make sure, Madam Clerk, before we dismiss? I don't want to not do anybody's board bill.
Yes, I'm sure we did 225 and 226. That was the last two we did yesterday.
Okay.
Any other questions or concerns?
Looks like I marked all the others off, so I guess we're good.
I appreciate it. Especially I appreciate coming in when we're supposed to be quote unquote off and during this pandemic that we're experiencing. You all are a very great committee. I'm lucky to be the chair of this. If no one has any further concerns, I move to to adjourn this meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, Mr. Holman. We appreciate you too, and Madam Clerk. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you all.
Good luck with this Monday, because I want to see if we only